My family goes back 7 generations on this island. Specifically, it's quite difficult to name a few of them. Obviously, like John Blandy, he was the first Blandy out here in Madeira. He emigrated here at the beginning of the 19th century from a farming background in Dorset in the UK, in England. Basically, he managed to start business here, which was the Madeira wine business. But he was also involved in a lot of other businesses as well. He would ship in goods like cheeses or breads or whatever it is from different countries.
Normalmente vem uma ideia, vem alguém aconselha ou pede um produto. E a partir daí eu tento expressar sempre qualquer coisa no papel ou um desenho mental para ver se consigo realmente fazê-la sem se recorrer a moldes ou outras técnicas para construir a peça. E depois é a ilha, não é? Todo este clima, a água, o calor, a família, amigos, pessoas novas. Quem gosta de se expressar, seja com barro, seja com palavras, poesia, tratuário, um calhau, qualquer coisa nos leva a uma ideia. Pelo menos estou a vê-la dessa forma, não é? Há 15 anos atrás via de forma diferente, agora regressei e já consigo saboreá-lo de outra maneira.
I meet a lot of people here, mainly tourists. It's a flash meeting, I might add. They are looking for further information about herbs or spices. For instance, for tea, I would recommend lemon verbena, which is actually one of the locals' favorite herbs for tea. It's something that was brought over by the Portuguese and the Spanish around the 15th and the 16th century, including the Portuguese princess at the time, Princess Catarina. She took lemon verbena over to England and started. It was one of the herbs that started the tea revolution in England. We deal with local herbs that we use for medicinal purposes or for seasonings. The locals have been using the herbs for quite some time. Since the settlers first came here, we had the necessity to heal ourselves, or even to give flavor to the food. That should be around 200 different plant species. We use it either for seasoning or for medicinal uses. There are some herbs that locals would use, for instance, against envy. At this moment, I can point out rosemary, which is one of our which is one of the herbs that the locals would use quite a lot against envy mainly, and they would burn it inside their houses, or even they would burn it in a pan, and they would say some prayers while it's burning to get away of envy.
So a quinta is like a traditional farm or estate. It has this flavor of being a place that goes back in time, that is a lot of lifestyle and the way that people lived in times gone by. This is how they lived, you know. A lot of people lived in quintas, and a lot of people either worked on quintas and this sort of thing. Madeira wine, there are essentially like the 4 noble varieties, and they go from the dry to the sweet. So you have the dry, which is Cercial, the medium dry, which is Verdelho, the medium sweet, which is Boal, and the sweet, which is Malmsey. These are like the 4 sort of main traditional varieties. Madeira wine is much stronger and much sweeter. A red wine is what we call like a table wine. Madeira wine is more like a dessert or an aperitif kind of wine.
The Madeiran wine, sweet, nice, yeah.
Because I've not tasted it before, I expected it to be like port, but it isn't. It's more like a wine, and that was a pleasant surprise. So we've bought a bottle. We'll be having a drink tonight when we get back to England.
A long time ago, a friend told me about Madeira. And he was so begeistert.
Thrilled.
Yes, to go here, and he said, "You have to go there. Do it."
We chose Madeira because, really, because our friends had recommended it to us for the walk-in. You know, it was somewhere to come that was pleasant weather, but nice walks as well. So that's what we wanted.
Friends of mine told me the weather isn't so nice there. It's always raining. But it wasn't like it. The weather was beautiful. We enjoyed the most, I think, the flowers and the plants and the big mountains.
What we enjoyed the most was walking the high peaks on the footpaths. Yeah, that was good. In the middle of the island. Yeah, we enjoyed that.